I was thinking because I have a brain, and I'm not saying this to insinuate that I'm smart. I say this because I have a brain, therefore, it should be used. So let's examine the current situation. Okay, there's a global pandemic. We had a lockdown for 3 months. The economy was hit. People lost their jobs. A lot of people lost their savings. Everyone across the country is trying their best to spend as little as possible. And in the midst of all this, the price of crude oil dropped drastically, which logically would mean that fuel prices would remain steady, if not drop altogether, giving citizens some relief. But the government chose to increase fuel prices. Why would they do that? And let me clarify, I'm not attacking the government, okay? I'm just asking questions as a citizen of this country. I'm not saying that this government in the past has made promises to reduce fuel prices. They haven't done that. They have never said stuff like बहुत हुई जनता पर पेट्रोल डीजल की मार अब की बार मोदी सरकार. They haven't said that. I'm just trying to understand why the government of an oil importing country saving approximately 50 to 60 billion dollars a year because of low crude oil prices would not pass on the benefit of these savings to the citizens. You also have to consider that higher fuel prices has a cascading effect on essential items like food grains, fruits and vegetables, which basically means the common man is fucked. So I spoke to a few people, and one argument that I've heard in favor of the government is that we are currently in a very tight fiscal situation, which is why the government needs to increase fuel prices so that it can fill up its coffers. Because the country still needs to be run, as we come out of this pandemic. And I guess that makes sense because these people were saying that we still have more statues to build. There are expenses for political ads that talk about how well the government is doing. MLAs need to be purchased, etc., etc. So I guess we as citizens must take that hit for the country. Again, I'm just saying, I've not said this, okay? These are people I've spoken to, they have said this. I'm just the messenger. I'm just a guy who's trying to make sense of the silence. Because I remember how there used to be a lot of outrage when the previous government would raise fuel prices, but today there's complete silence. And just imagine, okay, given the exact same circumstances that we're in today, what if we had a different government? Would these people who are silent today still be silent? We all know the answer to that question. We also know that the reason why these people are silent today is because it's a trade-off. In 2014, when the price of petrol was 80 rupees a litre, there was outrage. In 2020, it's 86 rupees and 70 paise a litre, and there's total silence. This proves that hatred and communalism in India cost 6 rupees and 70 paise a litre. You know what's interesting for me personally? I've kind of detached myself from the political outcomes of this country for my own emotional well-being. Now I just see myself as an observer. I'm just a guy who's watching this relationship between a government and its citizens play out like a reality show. This is all a reality show now. And as a comedian, I'll make a few jokes, but that's about it. And even though I'm not emotionally invested in the political outcomes of this country, I will still contribute to the success of the country by paying income tax. And to people saying, oh, what's so great about that? Everybody pays income tax. No, only 1% of our population is paying income tax, and that is comparatively a very small number. So yeah, I definitely have a financial stake in this country, as would anyone who's paying income tax and watching this right now. By the way, I have a suggestion for how Twitter can reduce trolling and abuse on their platform. Okay, just make it mandatory to submit 3 years of IT returns in order to have a Twitter account, and boom, trolling and abuse will drop. But the point I was making, as somebody who's an observer, is that hatred in this country is like a drug. They've got you hooked, you're addicted, you can't get enough. But now this drug is actually costing you money, and you are forced to remain silent because you like this drug. And if this keeps going on, there's definitely going to be a breaking point, because let's face it, a majority of the people who support this government are not exactly loaded. So if they keep increasing fuel prices, some of you will have to start walking just like the migrant workers that you hate. And if that ever happens, it will be sad but poetic.